Hello, Cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Happy new moon phase. If you're watching this on October 1st, last day for this cycle, we had a full moon in Pisces and a partial lunar eclipse where you released some things, did some shadow work, Cancer. And so solar eclipse. Solar eclipse. We have a solar eclipse on October 2nd, new moon in Libra on October 2nd. So solar eclipses are resets. Solar eclipse occurs only a few times a year, but it's when the sun, moon, and earth are aligned, right? Your sun sign, your moon sign, and your physical body is your earth. Is all aligned, right? And so solar eclipses occur together with new moon. So it marks the time when the new cycle in an amplified way. So it's like a super new you, right? And it's in Libra. Libra is their sign that sits right in the middle of the other zodiac sign. So you're super balanced out. Libra is ruled by the Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, aesthetics, peacemaker planet. So you want to be at peace within yourselves, and so that means you're not carrying other people's burdens on internally, not your moms, dads, sisters, brothers, cousins, the next door neighbors, the person across the street, your colleague, whoever, right? Let's go. Here we have Five of Swords, Page of Wands, right? Coexist. Here we have the Eight of Cups. Here we have the Two of Pentacles and the Strength card. Yep. Here we have the Five of Swords here. So I'm talking to you wherever you are. Yeah, wherever. Here we have the Page of Wands here. Here we have coexist, right? So what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to say, here we also have the Eight of Cups here, is to move on from just past disappointments. Here we have the Two of Pentacles here. Oh, wait a minute. And then also the Strength card right here, right? You've really been strong enough. You've learned how to heal yourselves. You all have learned how to heal yourselves. And Source is saying, when you look back at, some of the mind games that people have tried to play, and tried to roast you, and, like this right here, try to roast you, page energy is youthful energy. They try to roast you. Source is saying, I'm cooking up something nice for you. So when people try to use maybe what you said against you, try to use certain things against you from the past or whatever the case may be, Source is saying to you, you're moving forward, because Source is cooking up something nice for you. So when you move on from disappointments, from the past, is the Eight of Cups. You can also toss some things into a burning bowl. Here we also have the Two of Pentacles here too, because that lets me know that there are some energies who are, when you move on, there are energies who may not be ready for you to move on, right? But that's really not your problem, because you're trying to move on from whatever you're trying to move on from, right? And so there could be some energies who are not ready for you to move on for whatever reason, and trying to use your past against you to try to burn you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But Source, again, this is the Page of Wands. Source is saying you're free. You're free. That's the Page of Wands. So you can toss some things into a burning bowl. This is the Five of Swords, of like coming across as like a person who is hostile or angry or holding on to, things from the past and all of this other stuff. Source is saying to you, there are energies who coexist. Like this card is usually not in the tarot. This is in this particular deck here. Okay, Cancers. There are some energies who will try to use your past against you, right? And this is where you can make peace with something. They will try to use your past against you and certain things you may have said or whatever. But Source is saying to you, without even hearing anything beyond that, right? They don't want to hear anything else beyond, oh, really? And try to roast you based on certain things, right? So Source is saying to you, Source is saying to you, trying to get the rest of the cards out here, it's like when you look back and those people try to use those things against you, you're not giving it any energy. None whatsoever. You're not giving it any energy whatsoever. None whatsoever. You know, none whatsoever. Right? None, you know, whatsoever. Here's the Sun card. Yeah. Because somebody looking at your cards here is like, there will be some energies that will try to make some things like all about them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Whether like trying to make it like whether it's you or like somebody who is very immature and just like roasting people or like trying to tease people. But you said this or you said that. Whoever this is for you, Cancer. Well, I thought you. They won't say I thought you said this or I thought this. Well, you said this and you said that. Well, somebody told me that kind of stuff. So it's just saying. Whatever. Don't give it any energy. Somehow there's some energies will make some things all about them, you know, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And so you coexist with those types of spirits, you know, all together. You coexist with those types of spirits all together. But anyway, let's see what else we have. Here we have, yeah, Source is saying, give it a rest. I see somebody finally getting some rest. Finally giving some things some rest. Because again, Source is cooking up something nice for you. So you're helping people to, here we have the Ten of Wands here. You're also helping loved ones, right? You're helping loved ones to wake up from nightmares too. Because again, as everybody is evolving and everybody is coexisting, you know, this is family coexisting. Remember, we got five generational planets that are currently retrograde. So everybody's learning about each other and in your family coexisting or whatever. There will be some family members that still don't know things about you. They still don't know certain things about you. So Source is saying, in order for you to get some rest, you're not going to see how this person had this world, this globe over their head. You see this really strong back on this card right here. You don't have to develop a stronger backbone. Well, I mean, when it comes, Source is saying to you, you don't have to carry their spirit, that spirit of just like always being in survival mode on your shoulders. You don't have to carry that same spirit with you, right? Of always being in fight mode. Like you're like, think of, okay, I got to give somebody a spirit, a picture. Because you all are really, and I have to say it again. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. Cancers are really a sweetheart sign, right? You're highly intuitive. You move with the rhythms of the moon. So new moon phase, just in general, even if it wasn't a solar eclipse, you're getting your rest. So in this case, since we have a new moon on October 2nd, from like the 2nd to the 9th, that's 7 days, you want to say, okay, you're going to give your body a rest so it can sync with the rhythms of the moon, right? And so what you're committed to doing and disciplining yourselves is saying you're not going to be in survival mode. You're not in survival mode at all, right? So as you're continuing to gain more knowledge and wisdom about yourselves, Source is saying there will be certain energies will try to use certain things against you. Oh, well, you said this and you said, and I thought, no, that's how you interpret it. You're still gaining more wisdom and knowledge. Things are coming back to your memory. More things are coming back to your memory about a lot of different things. You start to remember different things here. You start to remember different things there on your journey. So Source is saying to you, this 8 right here, look at this right here, these two. So you see the number 8, but you also see this right here. It looks like an infinity symbol right here, right? Yeah, looks like an infinity symbol. You're not getting yourself caught into some kind of a loop of anything where there's energies who could feel like you are out of balance, because again, you're at peace and you're balancing out your own internal scales. You're balancing out your own internal scales. Yeah, you're balancing out your own internal scales. So yeah, we had the Death card. Yep. So something is already over. It's already over. It's ended. Death. You're on the rebirth side. You're on the rebirth side. So, yep. Something is already over. Something is you know, like in terms of somebody trying to use something against, you know, somebody in some way, shape, form, or fashion. In some way, shape, form, or fashion. Here we also have the Wheel of Fortune. So you're going to feel very fortunate. The Wheel of Fortune connects us with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of, it rules, let me get it together. It rules Sagittarius, and it's one of Pisces ruling planets, but it's the planet of good fortune, good luck, fortune, did I say fortune? Yeah. Horizon, like what's on the horizon. So somebody's going to feel like this unexpected change, but for the better. Like somebody's going to feel like, okay, you can move beyond something instead of feeling like you're grieving or you're mourning or whatever the case may be. Whatever you could have felt like you were grieving or mourning, you've awakened from a nightmare. So somebody is now. So whenever you put, excuse me, you're finally getting some rest. But whatever you have, 5 and 4. 5 and 4 is 9. 9 of Swords connects us with Gemini. We're not talking about any Geminis that you know, but Gemini's energy is directed outward as an air sign. So as you all are continuing to get downloads and memories, just kind of sort of from your past, just through, loved ones and just conversations around loved ones, you're going to start remembering. Remember, we have, where's the card? Hold on. Who you coexisted around in your family, like conversations you may have heard. You may have heard like, oh, you're related to this person, or you look like that person, or you remember this person had this, or you got this gift from this person, or that person was this, and you're going to start remembering those kind of things, right? Good idea as you're collecting information, especially when loved ones are no longer alive, to start journaling those. Just your own memory through your lens, right? Your memory through your lens, right? So that you can, like I said, wake up from any, nightmares you may have had. So, yeah, here we have the Strength card. Yeah, Strength card. So it's like you and somebody, coming through like some kind of a lion's den. You're going to feel very fortunate, that you and whoever it is can like feel like you're coming through some kind of a lion's den, like coming out of where people are just kind of like putting you in survival mode, who are and so again, unexpected change. Here we have the 10 of Swords here. Yeah, talking about people behind their backs and all these sword in people's backs and all this stuff. Here we have where you look like you're trying to make you look like you're a clown, or whatever the case may be. Somebody is leaving behind a lot of distraction. You're gonna feel changed, liberated, and free. You're gonna feel changed, liberated, and free. What's gonna be interesting about all of this, Cancer, is looking at your cards. What's going to be real interesting about this is all the people that talked about you behind your back, as you're trying to get downloads and remember things from your past and your family and the things that you survived and, just through your lens and just how you remember things. Those same energies are going to be under the same judgment that they put you under. Because Pluto is retrograde. Pluto is retrograde. And the same heaviness that you may have been carrying on your shoulders, feeling like you had the world on your shoulders and trying to remember things and people talking about you behind your back and not helping you with more information. People hiding information and could have told you this and told you. The same thing is going to happen to them. Same exact thing. Yep. So, yeah. I see balance here. Yep. So here we have the Knight of Wands here. Here we have the Three of Wands. Here we have the Six of Coins, the Six of Wands, the Justice card, and the Hermit card. Yep. Yep. So here we have the Knight of Wands here. So I definitely feel like somebody is free from something, and then we have the Three of Wands here. So I see you taking a leap of faith, away from some energies, like taking a leap of, it's like you're inspired to move on from some things that would have kept you in a state of confusion, if that makes any sense, to help you to be balanced out. Especially with energies who feel like it's their duty. They feel like they're so familiar with you. They like to just create a bunch of confusion by talking about people behind their back. Source is saying to you, these energies who doing all of this, here we have the Justice card and the Hermit card right here. Who you may have been indecisive about, you won't be indecisive about them anymore. because they like to compete, compare, judge, do all of this stuff, criticize every little thing, try to pick every little thing apart. So it's just like, if you were indecisive about them before, you won't be indecisive again. Here we have the Six of Coins. Yeah. Here we have the Six of Wands here. So I'm seeing victory for you. Yeah. 3, 6, 9 is 8, right? So Source is saying to you, looking at your cards here, you're on some kind of a quest. Like you're on some kind of a journey to kind of sort of find out information. Like you're on some kind of a journey, some kind of a quest for some kind of clarity, like for yourself, right? And so somebody, instead of you carrying other people's burden on your shoulders, something you want to know for yourself, like for you, like just for your own, your own family. You want to, somebody, or either, okay, let me see how I can word this. Either you've already done it and you're still on this journey. See how this person has a backpack on? You're still on some kind of a journey, taking a leap of faith, not fear, right? You've left behind a lot of distractions. You left behind a lot of distractions. That's what this is right here. A lot of distractions. Somebody feels changed, liberated, and free. And so you left behind a lot of feeling like you were in survival mode. Like, okay, you got all these energies around you. Like, what in all this chaos and confusion? Like, why don't somebody offer some clarity with something, right? So yeah, so somebody is so that's what I'm seeing here. And so I feel like you're no longer looking for acceptance and approval in any situation at all. I feel like for you, you're getting balanced out. I feel like you're getting balanced out, and I'm looking at the Six of Coins here. So some kind of money is coming across somebody's path. Some kind of money is coming. It could come in the form of something you prayed for, some kind of valuable information, or something is going to come across your path, and that's what somebody's going to feel like your wheel of fortune. That's going to put some money or something in somebody's pocket. Something is happening with you all. Something is happening with you all. But yeah, so yeah, something is happening with you all. But yeah, so journal your journey. And so, yeah. Throat chakra cleanse, schedule a vacation. Yeah, you have the gift of premonition. That's forewarning, right? So it's time to start dating again. Pour into yourselves more. Crown chakra cleanse. Treat yourselves to a spa day. You are an answered prayer. Sacral chakra cleanse. Yeah, so speak some things into existence. Somebody has a bitter ex. Excuse me. Somebody has a bitter ex's lover who wants you, whatever that means. You have the gift of precognition. That's that's precognition. There's a movie. What's the name of the movie? What's her name? Sandra Bullock. I think she played in a movie called, what was it called? Premonition or precognition. Anyway, so yeah. Somebody really misses you. And so whoever really misses you, like I said before, they may have felt like they were in a lion's den and just in survival mode and like hoping something that, people talking about you behind your back, hoping that you would say something that was going to come back to bite you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But Source is saying to you, as you're continuing to discover things so you're on some kind of a journey for yourselves, Cancer. Your head and heart are clearly not at war with each other at all, right? You're not looking for people's acceptance and their approval, and because of that, something very valuable that is going to come across, your path. That's going to, like I said, very valuable. Could be in terms of money or something coming across your path. So congratulations to you all. Congratulations to you all. Let's see, we got a few more cards to go ahead and close this out. 3 more cards to close this out. But yeah, somebody's you're definitely not going to do an injustice to yourselves anymore. Somebody was dealing with a familiar spirit. Y'all know what that is. It's like energies who try to warm up to you too fast. They try to get to know every little thing about you too fast. They're so busy trying to get this because they heard so much stuff. They just trying to get familiar, but Yeah, here we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out twice. So two situations in particular you're going to feel very fortunate about. Two situations in particular you're going to feel very, very fortunate, you know, about. Yeah. Well, then we also have the Ace of Swords here. Yeah. So, motive. What would be the motive? What would be the motive? What's the reason? What is the reason? What is the reason? What is the reason? What is the reason? A lot of it, just like I said, chaos and confusion. You don't even have to, I mean, that's the motive. Ace of Swords is about motive. That's what it is. You know, it's like you call somebody a nervous breakdown motive. Instead of having a breakthrough, what do we have in common? Like, what do we have in common? These energies are hurt energies who like to hurt other people, right? So Source is saying they too have been talked about behind their backs, but instead of them helping you up, they would rather create more chaos and confusion, whoever these energies are. So, yeah, here we have the Seven of Swords here. Don't even vibrate on that frequency. Close it out. Don't vibrate on that low frequency. Your ancestors have already alerted you to something. See how this person is kneeling down? That's a low frequency, right? They already operate on that frequency. So Source is saying, for you, that's you doing the mirror work. Here's a Death card. Yeah. They're already on that frequency. Some Source has already alerted you to something that they're up to. Yeah. Yeah. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this, right? When Source alerts you to something that people are up to, death is not always in a physical sense. Death can also be in a spiritual sense. Like I said, solar eclipse is about rebirth. A rebirth, right? Solar eclipse. We have a solar eclipse on October 2nd. That's a rebirth. That's a rebirth. So, that's a reset. Like I said, that's when the sun, moon, and earth are aligned. So there's a reset happening here. A major reset happening here. So you're tossing things into a burning bone. Definitely tossing some things into a burning bone. So yeah, you're closing out cycles and moving on and getting back to work. Somebody's a hard-working person. Here's a Knight of Pentacles. You're a hard-working person. And you're closing out, you and somebody are learning how to just close out vault doors and just keep people out of your business. That's what you all are learning how to do, right? And there you are, sitting on the throne, adjusting your crown. Down to earth and quite relatable. That's right. Forming a new alliance. That's right. A new partnership. All right. Let's see what your number is. Yeah, so like I always tell people, like if you have a dream about death, it does not always mean that somebody died. Not in a physical sense, right? Yeah, it doesn't always mean that. It just looks like, looking at the cards here, people were hoping that you were going to say something about something that was going to come back to bite you. The Source is saying, no, the truth of the matter is you're used to people talking about you behind your back, right? And so what was the motive? People see you as competition. Whoever these energies are, they see you as competition. And just, you know, because they still caught up in some kind of, like I said, when you see that, the Fool card, they still caught up in foolish behavior. They still caught up in that foolish, low vibrating conversation, caught up in it, thinking everybody holding on to secrets, everybody their competition, everybody's, you know, being deceitful. So it's just like, they're not at a place of peace within themselves. So, but you are. Keep your vibrations high. Number 2, I am diplomatic. So you have great talent for finding solutions and intuitive. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. Yep, there you go. There you go. There you go. Growth. I'm a work in progress. I release old habits and create new trails. Each day I'm getting better. I'm in charge of the direction of my life. I am not defined by my past. I grow through my struggles. Roadblocks create opportunities. That's right. So definitely some energies who are trying to create some kind of roadblocks, you know, for you in your life, seeing you as competition, nitpicking every little thing that you say, do, hoping something you would say would come back to bite you. So it's like your people are learning more and more about themselves every single day, right? So I welcome fresh perspectives and fruitful ideas into my work today. I'm so grateful for the income and the satisfaction I receive from my work. Each day I'm becoming wiser and more skilled in my field. Yeah. So yeah, when I look at your cards here, you're a hardworking person. Source is saying it's time for you to keep people out of your business, though. It's time for you and somebody to learn how to keep people out of your business. So you're going to feel very fortunate, but you're on your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and delusions. Yeah, time for you to keep people out of your business. Whoever sees you as competition, that's unfortunate because nobody has any. Nobody has any competition. You're not them, they're not you. The end. I mean, for real, they're not you and you're not them. Yep, so you don't have to be indecisive. So 14, I am practical. You are open-minded and always up to try something new, yet you're wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure that your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. All right, that's what I have for you, Cancers. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all in the next video. In the next video. In the next video. In the next video. That's what I have for you. All right, bye.